time because I'm with the ladies of the brand new Innovation Beauty right here in League City. And so we're going to find out why they started a med spa, because it's fun and exciting and a lot of work, but you do change people's lives, you know, and so we're going to find out a little bit more about that. But you know, when to go on this adventure together?
Well, it's been a long time in the making. Most of us are partake of the industry ourselves. We have many years of nursing experience and thought, you know, this would be something new to move into since we're already our consumers and we've got nursing background and history and friendship. We felt like we'd move into this realm, and we started probably about a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been about
Yeah, about a year. Okay, so tell me a little bit about each of you. Like, what did y'all do before you started Innovation Beauty? Amanda, what did you do?
I worked in the emergency room at Clear Lake Regional for almost
Wow.
17 years and did some pediatrics as well. And I've done aesthetic care in between. And so I just thought it'd be a great way to merge all of your clinical skills and everything together. I just love the interaction with people and changing their lives.
Wonderful. Okay, Lida, what did you do?
So I have a very mixed nursing history. I worked in pediatric oncology. I have worked in regular ambulatory pediatrics, and then I've also worked in a management role, working in supply and working with vendors, and so that has really helped in this industry because we work with a lot of vendors and deal with a lot of supplies. So I think putting that to work, and it's kind of just all kind of meshed together. And then obviously, as Maureen said, I've dibble-dabbled for many, many years.
I like that word, dibble-dabble. That's new, I'm going to borrow that. Okay, awesome. Okay, so Susan, what was your prior life?
My prior life, I started out in EMS, and then I got my bachelor's in nursing and only wanted to do emergency nursing. So I did that for about, well, I'll tell my age. Let's see, that's why I'm aging gracefully through the med spa. But about 20 years, close to 30 now. But I decided to get out of the emergency room and go get my nurse practitioner. And at that time, I did not want to go back into the emergency room, so I actually went to work for a physician who was in aesthetics, and that's what started me in this industry. Went back to the emergency room for a little while and retired, and now I'm just too young to be retired. So
I agree with you.
Why not have a med spa and help everybody be beautiful?
That's
Age
right.
gracefully. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so Maureen, what was your prior life before this?
My prior life, which extends over many, many decades of being a nurse, bedside nurse for many years. Moved here from Buffalo, New York, and
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been here longer than I was in Buffalo, New York. But then moved through various sundry roles. Ended up in the emergency department. It's where I met these two ladies, Amanda and Susan. So managed the emergency department for a while. Moved out of the emergency department into the freestanding industry and did freestanding emergency departments development and business development for them. And then moved on to various sundry companies and did some business, went back and got my master's in business. And then I decided to, like Susan, I was going to retire. I'd done almost everything I wanted to do. And one day I'm over at Amanda's house and Amanda says, I've got a business proposition for you.
What do you think about this?
What do you think about this? And I, like Susan, didn't want to really be retired, but I'd had a long career. And like Lida and the rest of us, we all partake in the industry and thought it would just be fabulous to do it and use all that nursing care, continue to really improve people's lives, just in a whole different industry.
Yeah, I love it. Could y'all scoot down just this way, just a little bit? I'm gonna get a little more snuggled in the question room. Okay, so you know, y'all have all of you always known each other?
No. Amanda and I met probably a little over 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
You too.
Oh.
Yes, I could medicine.
Yes, when I was in the emergency room. And then I left there for a little bit, and that's when I met Maureen at a different hospital, and then met Lida through
bring something
Yes.
to the table. It's not that, there's two of you that kind of know what you're doing and the other two kind of, oh, well, we're just helping with this.
Right.
Everybody has knowledge and brings a lot to the table, which is really rare, I think, in a business, which is wonderful. Okay, so when did you decide, all of you, that you were going to go ahead and open a new med spa in League City? When did that happen? I mean, was it over a year ago?
It's been a year.
It's been a year. It's been a year. Again, we did that around the kitchen table
Yeah.
in Amanda's house. We all sat down and we went, okay, ladies, we're really going to do this. So let's take pencil to paper and write up the whole kind of business plan.
Yeah.
And we did a ton of planning around the table for months,
Yeah.
working this out.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, one of our viewers today, Whiteside Town Flats, Miss Joanna Yates, says that I love that these women have such strong medical backgrounds, which is a very big deal. Makes people a lot more comfortable. Really, very good. A lot of good things happen around the kitchen table. The kitchen is where everything happens. A lot of good ideas. Was there a reason you chose League City? Because, we're in the Clear Lake area. There's lots of places you can open things like this, but what made y'all want to pick right here in League City?
I think for us, we looked at the vast growth that's happening in League City. League City is so expanded. I've been here, as I said, from Buffalo, New York. I've been here for 30 years and just watched the growth. I live in Friendswood, and Friendswood is kind of maxed out in its growth, but League City is the up-and-coming place, and so we just thought this would be great.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so y'all offer all types of skincare and all kind of procedures. Can each one of you kind of tell us a little bit about what you have, like Botox? A lot of places offer Botox, but y'all actually have the medical background to be able to really do the correct procedures, which is a big deal. So Amanda and Elida, would y'all tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We did our training with Botox. We've gone to, many aesthetic shows. We've had lots of training that way. We've also trained with another emergency physician who has his own med spa as well. And that's just a growing thing. Not everybody's muscles on their face are the exact same. So it's really tailored to each individual. I know everybody thinks, oh, can we just do my Botox like hers? But all of our foreheads are very different. We all have very strong muscles. And I think from our background of being very expressive, you can see some of them even more. So it's tailored because it's an art, it's fun, and that's what, when anybody comes here for Botox, they're going to get a different type of treatment versus their partner, just because of the way their muscles are, and we always encourage that you come back so we can see how the treatment is for following up, because like I said, we want you to be happy. We want you to have some expression. We don't want you to have lots of your furrows. Gone is the big frozen face look now. So you want to be expressionate, but also you also want to have good skin health care.
That's right. Frozen is only in style of the movies.
Yeah.
Not on your face. So, like, who is an actual candidate for Botox? Because it's not just for women.
No, that's what I was about to say. First of all, Botox is a game changer. There's a lot of people who are like, it's not for me. But it's not just, for the young, the old, there's such a thing, it's like rejuvenation, there's something to prevent those set dark, static lines. But even for men, the workforce is changing, so those older men want to keep up with those young and coming guys. And so, so it's very true. So it's not just for women and men, so this is a kind of a couples thing, so Valentine's Day is coming, so,
right.
I'm just saying, but it truly is a game changer. So that's just a wonderful thing to come and to get, and then you just don't tell anyone, just get it, soften the lines. It's something that you can do. And then you will just have people that will just say, did you have something done?
Did you go on vacation?
Yeah. You look fabulous, by the way. You look good.
And that's really the biggest thing, is just you look very rested,
Yeah.
And so then that's when you again, over the kitchen table, a cup of coffee, and then you go, let me just tell you.
You too.
That's right. And this is where I went to get it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right, exactly. Okay, so Susan, dermal fillers have become very popular.
Absolutely.
And can you tell us a little bit about what kinds there are, what kinds y'all do, and how long do these last? Because that's always a big question for people.
Well, there are many different dermal fillers. Most of them are high hyaluronic acid, which is something that's already a substance in our body that produces collagen. But basically, we use a certain product that has like 5 different consistencies. So there are certain products that go in your cheeks because they're going to lift and give you more volume. People have a softer look to their lips. Fine lines, it can just help smooth them. So there are certain parts of your face that move more, such as our mouths. And we all have our mouths that move a lot. So if I put filler in your lips, it may last 9 months, it could last a year. But like places in your cheeks, when you put filler and you get volume and you can pull up even the lower face, you don't move your cheeks as much. Yes, we smile a lot, but Botox can help with those soft lines. The filler can last up to 2 years in your cheeks.
Wow.
So-
What about lips?
Lips-
Because I know a lot of people get fillers in their lips or stuff like that. How long does that stuff last?
It's usually about 9 months to a year,
Wow.
depending. Yes, I mean everybody's different.
You know how much you eat and talk?
Exactly, and not only that, but some people come in, and I think I can use myself as an example. The first time I ever had filler put into my lips, I was first scared they were going to be huge. Everybody's going, I don't want duck lips, and it's like you're not going to get duck lips from one syringe of a filler, but they do swell up a little bit at first, and the next day, the first I kept glossing them, looking at, oh wow, they look really neat. I didn't used to have a Cupid's bow, and then I got one, and it was like I kept walking around the clinic, putting on gloss, looking at myself in the mirror. I don't know how much more work I got done that day, except for looking at myself.
Probably not because you just look fabulous.
Exactly.
That's
The
right.
next morning I got up, they were still a little bit swollen, a little bit sore because they had been numb. There is numbing agents in the filler, and we numb your lips prior to filling them. But the 2 days after, the swelling had kind of gone down, and I was kind of felt a little deflated. I was like, what happened to my lips? They weren't totally gone, and I could look at pictures of myself, and they were much better looking lips, but it's like some people come in and I just had a lady
They want more.
week before last, and she came in and she got one syringe, and she came in the next week and got another syringe because she had such small lips and had lost so much volume with age that she actually needed 2 syringes, and she now walks around with a red lipstick on and
That's right.
looks
And
gorgeous.
that compact.
Looks
That's right.
gorgeous, yes.
Okay, so Maureen, y'all also do skin resurfacing. Now, this is something that people I don't think consider enough about because it really does help with all kinds of skin issues. Can you tell us a little bit about the skin resurfacing that y'all do here and what skin conditions that it can help?
Sure, and that's a really good point because when people think of med spas, they do think of Botox and
Yes.
fillers. Those are the first things that bring people in. But what we like to try to focus on too is the total, complete aesthetic look. What are you looking for? And so we have a multi-platform piece of equipment that does just what you mentioned: skin resurfacing, skin tone, takes away fine lines, helps build collagen. Aging. The minute we come out, we start to age, and you lose a lot of collagen after age 30. And so we can put derma fillers in, as Susan just mentioned. We can do all kinds of Botox, as Amanda and Lida just talked about. But really, what you want to do is really get down to rebuilding your own collagen. And we have a multi-platform that can do resurfacing, can help. It's called the Venus Viva, and it goes in and it uses heat and it uses radio frequency and it gets deeper into the layers of your skin, and it can help. What we say is it kind of disturbs your collagen and helps it build it back up. So there's other things besides just the dermal fillers and Botox that'll help you take away some of that age.
Yeah, and the great thing about skin resurfacing things is that it's non-invasive.
Right.
So a lot of people, if you're scared of needles, if you don't want anything like that, you can actually get skin resurfacing done. So and that is an option for you, and there is no worry about that. Is there any discomfort you all do it?
We all do it. We
Okay.
kind of do it as a team approach because
Oh, that's wonderful.
we have the
Is it like tag team? I'm gonna clean your face, but you don't want it.
It's so amazing that when we do it together, we make sure that we're covering the whole face area. I mean, your face is, it's you don't want to miss a spot. You want to be very meticulous. You
Once
wanna
like
make
all,
sure
all
that
done,
it's
you do
comfortable.
pictures, and then we're like, okay, I'll get this ready, and so it's just like we are really.
Teamwork.
It is a teamwork.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, so what is photo rejuvenation? Because this is something that you'll kind of see in ads or promotions or something like that. What is it? Can y'all tell us a little bit about what that is and who would be a candidate for this? Who wants to say?
So that one is used for specific types. Typically, so when you come in, we do a consultation. We'll do skin typing 1, 2, or 3. So that's typically people that aren't of a darker skin color, people that typically not, how would you say it?
I would say that people that use it, a lot of times we use it for people that have sun damage and things like that. So it's,
that have
but it's not used for very dark
sunspots.
skin.
Wow.
Yeah, not dark skin, exactly. And so they
Okay.
have sunspots, vascularities.
What about rosacea?
Rosacea, that's
Acne?
acne.
Is
So those
okay.
are a lot
All
of
those
the typical skin
Awesome.
conditions that you can use that for.
Wonderful.
And so, and it's, again, what you were saying is it's not invasive, non-surgical. And so it's something that you can do the treatment in less than 30 minutes, get it done, and then put your makeup on and go back to work.
Oh, that's wonderful. So a lot of these procedures are lunchtime procedures.
For sure.
And what's great is that y'all are right by Clear Falls High School.
Right.
So, Mom, drop the kids off and stop on by. That's right, and you can look fabulous by lunch. Okay, so that's interesting. Now, what is the most common time frame that we're looking at for a lot of these procedures? Are most of them around 30 to 45 minutes? Is it unless it's something, I guess, more deeper or detailed that somebody needs more help on. But can y'all tell us a little bit about the time
I
frame?
think pretty much most of them are between 20 and 30 minutes, depending on the area that people want, either the skin tightening, but what does need to be said is with photo rejuvenation and some other things is that if you do have brown spots on your face, or you have rosacea or melasma, or you want to just get rid of the fine lines and wrinkles, you need more than one treatment. And so we sell packages of those. And so you either need 3 treatments once a month, one once a month or 3 months. I can get the words out. Monday morning.
I know. Okay, so Amanda, how would somebody know to what treatments really are going to be the best for them? Can they call for it? Are the consultations complimentary?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You can come in, have a consultation, and basically let us know what your concerns are. Because not everybody thinks that they have little brown spots from out being in. And it's amazing that you do. Especially down here.
Guess what?
By the lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now's a great time of the year, though, to be doing photo rejuvenation because you're not exposed to as much sun as in the summertime.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask y'all. Some of these treatments, of course, you want to do it, during the fall or winter because there's not as much sun. It's more of a downtime, and we're getting you ready for summer. And it's important not to necessarily spend a lot of time in the sun after some of these are done for the full effect, of course, and which is wonderful. Do any of these have age limits to them? Like if somebody's child at 13, 14, or 15, who a lot of children deal with acne, they start dealing with that, because of stress, sports, especially football, like helmets and anything where they sweat a lot and have that bacteria. Is there an age limit where somebody could start bringing their child here for some treatments on that?
I think there's so much as an age limit, but honestly, if they start hitting hormones and they're in 13s, 14s, we have a great regime of a hydrofacial that can just cleanse the skin really well, put a little bit of a light peel on it, and just decrease the P bacteria that brings out the acne on the kids.
Yeah.
So, like a teen facial, but it just depends on the teen itself. I mean,
Sure. No, and that's a great idea. Guys, if you have children who are especially children right now, because school has started, sports are back up. that are dealing with acne or, and even maybe on their back, face, anywhere that is bothering them, call Innovation Beauty. It's right here, and you can look into getting one of their teen facials they can help start treating and maybe preventing a lot of this. This is a very big deal that a lot of our youth and young adults go through. So this is real important for people to know this is available, without having to, at least trying this first without having to get on strong medicines if you're not ready for that. So,
Kelly, I just want to testify to that because I have a 13-year-old son who started with kind of a little bit of the acne and a little bit of those buildups, and I can actually testify to that, and I have some really great photos that I would be glad to share with my son's permission.
Yeah.
Then, he really came in and we did a really good hydrofacial, and again, it only took 30 minutes, and it's not painful and it's not embarrassing. And a lot of that congestion that's just right there, a lot of those little blackheads, fantastic, face is glowing. He was happy, not embarrassed, and it's super simple. So
yeah, absolutely,
and completely worth it.
That's right, and I think this is important for parents to know that this option is available for you, and there are free consultations. Bring your child in, and nobody has to know. But okay, can y'all tell us a little bit about? A lot of people think I can afford to go see somebody professionally. I really want help for my child or my spouse or something. I've got rosacea. I've had issues with adult acne. I have things that are happening, brown spots that I really don't know if I can afford to go see anybody professionally, but I would like to see. Can y'all tell us a little bit about any packages you have, any specials that you run during the year, or how you make it affordable for people? And what most people need to understand is that not everybody's treated the same. Your treatment options may not be what somebody else's are. And so it's all individual. And so can y'all tell us a little bit about how y'all do that for people? Are there payment options? Do you take insurance? How does that work? Because a lot of people want to know.
Sure. We don't take insurance. This really isn't an industry of insurance or that, unfortunately. And as we talk with acne and things that really help our young children, it's unfortunate, but they just don't.
Yes.
So they don't really respect that industry from an insurance perspective. But to your point of making it affordable for people, we have free consultations. A lot of other clinics charge for those consultations, but we want you to come in and we want to set your treatment plan. We set it according to your goals, and not everything has to be done today.
Yeah.
You can have a treatment plan that spans over months, spans over years. We make it affordable for you. We want your end goal to be your aesthetic goals, and that's what we're here for, is to provide that for you so we can stretch your treatment over multiple months. Doesn't have to be a drop it right here and you have to have everything done.
No, and that is wonderful, and that's so important for people to know that y'all are actually here to help them. It's not just come in and you're another number. And what I love about this place is that you aren't just the owners of business, but when people walk in, they're going to see y'all. They're going to see you. You are the ones that are going to be giving them their treatments. And so this is very important for people to know who they're actually dealing with. That makes it really, really nice because you're part of the community and you're right here. Okay, so when somebody comes in for a consultation, if maybe they don't know what they need to be asking for. A lot of people say, I think I need Botox. I don't know, but I'm kind of scared of that. I think I heard them talking about something, but I don't know if that's for me. When you come in for a consultation, y'all will actually sit down with those and kind of, how do you go over and assess what you think that they need?
We have a questionnaire template that just basically ask them, what is your main concern? Some people don't like what they call the 11s, where they have in between their eyes and their corrugators.
I love that.
Some people don't like the horizontal muscles. Some people just aren't sure what they need. So they can certainly ask us, but I think it's just tailored to what makes them think that they, first of all, need to come through the door and see how we can help them. So
sometimes it's just that mirror.
Put the mirror in front of
Sometimes
them.
it's the mirror in front of them. Because as women, I can say that we don't take time in ourselves, and we worry about the kids and the kids' teeth, right? We don't take time for ourselves. We don't invest in ourselves. And so sometimes we put the mirror there and we just go to those areas and we say, what areas, concern you, bother you? And sometimes I'm like, But just take a minute and just kind of go through those areas. And then eventually those it bubbles to the top and then you go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then that's where you kind of hone in and you prioritize and you go, okay, now we can develop a treatment plan to, as you identify what those areas are. And then that's kind of how we work.
Yeah, and don't y'all think this is really a great time to spend a little bit more time on yourself. It's the new year. And a lot of people, and as silly as it sounds, a lot of people will wait until that new year to say, okay, it's now time for me. I'm ready to feel good and look better and do something for myself. And it's okay to do something for yourself. That is healthy. That is good. And so what's wonderful, this is located right here, guys. Okay, so Susan, give us the address. Where are y'all exactly located?
We are at 3831 League City Parkway, also some people know as Highway 96, Suite D in League City. So we are right by Clear
Falls High School.
Clear Falls High School. So if you were coming, say, from I-45 towards 146, you would turn right on Lawrence Road to go towards the school, and we're right there to the left. So actually, it's kind of easy sometimes to tell people League City Parkway and 146. We're kind of right around the corner, from there. So
Very close. Amanda, how do people follow y'all on social media?
We have Facebook.
Okay.
We have our website on Facebook. We also have innovationbeautylc.com, and so you can look at our services, and we're also on Instagram.
Okay, wonderful. So, Lyda, if somebody wants to call and get a consultation,
Yes.
what phone number can they call, and can they also book online?
They can book online, like Amanda said, innovationbeautylc.com. And then the phone number is 281.
967-1609.
There you go.
That's right, and it does keep popping up on the screen so people will see it. But no, when you don't have to give it out a lot, it's very common for you to go,
What number, please?
what is like if we got
Let me
cell
look at
phones?
the-
There's cell phones. I'm like, do you know?
I want you to call.
That's right, exactly. Okay, so Maureen, give us just a quick rundown about the main procedures that y'all do offer here at Innovation Beauty.
Okay, so Botox, obviously, derma fillers, so we have the whole line of Allergan products here. We use those fillers, we've had great success with those. We do hydrofacial for very good skin health and cleansing and brilliance. We have a skincare line also. And then we have the multi-platform, so we will do the IPL, the BBL, we will do skin resurfacing, we will do skin tightening. Did I forget anything, ladies? I think we...
So skin tightening, and then we do body contouring.
Yes, body contouring,
body contouring.
Yes.
With radio frequency.
The very important body contouring.
Summer's coming, ladies.
That's right, that's
So
right.
basically, as Valentine's is coming, don't ask for a box of chocolate.
Right, yeah.
Ask
for a gift certificate from
That's
us.
right, that's right.
That's right. So y'all do offer gift certificates
We
that
do.
somebody can
Yes,
get.
and women, don't forget, get them for the guys.
That's right. That's right. A lot of guys do love now, have really gotten into the body contouring because it's easy and they have the handles kind of thing working. Can y'all tell us a little bit about the body contouring?
So body contouring is a little bit of what Maureen alluded to earlier. It feels like a hot stone massage. So it uses magnetic polar radio frequency. So all it is we kind of lube you up. Because then we glide. And we can do it on basically any part of the body. But what it is it's just using those multipolar radio frequency to shrink the fat cells. And so we can use it on your flanks, on your thighs, on the arms.
your neck.
And then we can also use it for the skin tightening on your face, your neck, basically on any part of the body. So
Radio
that's great.
frequency just helps blood flow to the skin too, so it
Yeah.
helps the skin just overall,
Mhm.
you know.
to feel
tighten
tight, and
and-
then you get that
get better.
suppleness, yeah, so then it helps to build collagen. So we're just kind of hoping to turn the clock back a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's
Which I like that.
that's what we want. So that's the goal.
That's
But-
right.
But again, we want to understand that that is a series of treatments. So for the face, anything that's on the face or the neck is a series of 6 treatments. Anything that's on the body will be a series of 8 treatments that will be weekly treatments.
Weekly,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
So, tell us which procedures we can do at lunchtime, because these are a lot of the most popular procedures that somebody, if they want, they're ready to do something, but they're not ready to commit to a 3-month procedure. What is something somebody could come today and do at lunchtime?
You can do any of the body contouring because the longest time is 30 minutes. And
Okay.
so by the time you get here, you have a 45-minute lunch break, a couple minutes, maybe 5 minutes just to get some photos and then to prepare your skin. And we do the radio frequency and
Wonderful.
clean it off and off you go.
And you're on
So,
your way.
yeah.
Off you go, that's right.
Come
Would
get
be
your Botox.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Come get your
Because-
Botox. That's
Because
great.
they're not invasive, they don't take that long.
Yeah, see, that's right. And what is the downtime on some of these procedures? A lot of people want to know, even if they're lunchtime procedures, is there a downtime where they're going to be more sensitive or not be able to, or be limited on activities? Are there any things like that?
The only one that really has downtime is the skin resurfacing,
Okay,
and then obviously some after swelling from your dermal filler.
okay.
But otherwise, anything else is, you're good to go. So any of them, I think, are pretty much either lunchtime, schedule it.
Yeah, I think
Well,
we did.
well, with that said, the other thing I like to just say is, but we also assess people if they're taking aspirin or, not anti-inflammatories, blood thinners, those sorts of things. They need to come back. They need to be off of
Give
that
it
for a few days
correct.
because they can bruise. The other thing I like to say to people is, I do everything in my possible way to keep you from bruising if I'm putting a needle in your face, regardless, but you can get a bruise.
Sure.
You know, if you're gonna get, we try everything, we use ice, we use pressure if someone bleeds, but they may get a tiny bruise somewhere,
Sure.
so they need to know that. So you try to tell people also, yeah, you can come in for lunchtime, but also don't come in a day before you're leaving to go to your daughter's wedding on the weekend or
Sure,
something.
and that's a good point because a lot of people they do things for special events. So you want to make sure if you have a question about how soon you would need to get one of these treatments for a special event, call. They can tell you. When you come in for your free consultation, let them know if you're doing this for a special event, reunion, wedding,
Yes.
party,
Yes.
date night, whatever it is, and then let you know. That's
Don't
right.
do those the day before, the weekend of.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't break down the next day and get students calling.
You're asking for bruise at that point, yeah.
That's right. Okay, that's so good. Okay, so give us the phone number one more time of how somebody can call in for their free consultation.
281-967-1609.
Okay, great. Okay, so Amanda, starting with you.
Yes.
What is one New Year's resolution that you really want to make sure happens this year for you?
Oh, that our business grows, that we just basically make a good impression on the community here, to come in and feel like they're part of our family, and that they can entrust us with their skin.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I love it. Lida?
I want all of my fellow women out there to take one small investment in themselves and their face, because we wear this every day.
That's right. Susan?
I think I agree with both of these ladies about that, but specifically, look, the kids are back in school. It's raining outside. It's gonna be raining all week. It's time to get up and take care of yourself and have that time to do that. And you won't be
be worried about being in the sun, but we always tell people to wear sunscreen regardless of what the weather's like outside. But we really would just hope to grow this business and be very successful.
Awesome. Maureen?
We've spent years of our career making impacts on lives in the medical field and in the healthcare, and we just want to make an impact now with our business and continue to make people feel better, feel beautiful. It's a new year. It's time for you. So come and visit us.
That's right. Okay, so just